Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York in 1969. This is the ISUPK Wednesday night, Salaki. This is the ISUPK Nashville Wednesday night law class. I am precinct officers of Bach Yasharala. Here in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, we teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that you are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible, that you are God's chosen people. Here in the ISUPK and the Commanding General Yohana, we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the face of this earth. For we are the home of the truth. We are not affiliated with Islam. We are not affiliated with Christianity. We're not affiliated with Scientology, Egyptology, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventists. Plain and simple. If it's not the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, home of the truth, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's like a scheme, a scam. I mean, it's just something just to entertain you so that way you can tap into your pockets and help whoever is doing the entertaining get your money. My topic for tonight, I'll be talking about, is America a place of justice? And that's a question that, I mean, in this day and time, if you have any type of knowledge, any type of, and it don't take a rocket science, it don't take somebody that worked for NASA or a brain surgeon. It don't take somebody to really figure this question out. I mean, by now, if you are of another nation, if you are the so-called white man, you will feel like America is a place of justice. You would go along with it and what it stands for and what it is doing and what it is representing in this day and time. But if you are a nation, if you are Israelite, it's no way that you could see what is going on and say to yourself that America is a place of justice. Not in this day and time. There is so much turmoil going on, so much chaos. Oh man, set aside from the conditions we have been going through as God's chosen people, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have been going through hell last 400 plus years, and it seems like it is not slowing down. It is Shalom, Lord of Christ. Shalom, Lord of Christ, I'm the water for checking in. Hey, hit the like button, share, subscribe. You know, if you got a question, comment, put it in the chat. But the way things looking now, it ain't gonna get no better till that sky crack, until Christ come back. Cause it is like, an old saying that you will hear, like all hell has broken loose. Salaki. And, like I say, it's not gonna get no better until Christ come back. Till Christ come back with them angels and rescue God's chosen people. It's no way that I mean, I can say this for all the white people that voted for Trump. Yeah, they highly, they believe in him wholeheartedly. So they would agree and say that America is a place of justice. But if you have any type of remorse, if you have any type of, like just a teardrop of feelings, especially if you're a heathen nation, you would say to yourself, America has come to ruins. America ain't nothing. America, it never was. It never was. At one point in time, as far as I can remember, it was said that America was hey, what's the word? But it was a place where you could come and get money. So, a lot of immigrants was fleeing over here because they all said that they wanted a piece of the pie. They all said that they wanted a better way of living. And now America has them ran amok. In the scripture it says that when the wicked is in rulership, the people will mourn. When the righteous is in rulership, the people shall rejoice. And right now, ain't too many people. A lot of people is in mourning. A lot of people is in mourning due to how America is, what America has become. And them ICE agents, I don't know how true it is. It was told to me that, I seen a clip where I want to say the mayor of, but somebody with a little political status stated that it might have was the mayor. It might have was the mayor. I'm not 100% sure. But the guy stated that any ICE agent that unalives somebody in Philadelphia will be prosecuted. Will be prosecuted, and they will go to prison. But in I want to say it was yesterday. I don't know, yesterday or Monday. Said a lot. Yesterday or Monday, that it was a law that was passed here in Tennessee stating that ICE agents have been authorized to unalive illegal immigrants. So, with that being said, you are going to have regular civilians unalive our ethical right brothers and sisters at every chance they get. But if that is true, that is like, hey, it's like free game on ethical right brothers and sisters, and that's sad. That's sad. I don't know how a person can stoop so low as to want to do that, you know. But when you don't have no morals, when you don't have no integrity, you'll go lower than low, just to get money or, I don't know. Some of them guys might just be doing that just for the fun of it, just to, I don't know. I mean, I can imagine how they was handled in high school. Like they probably got punked, they probably got beat up. So now, they in a position where everything that happened to them within that 4 year span of being in high school, now they get to take it out on other people. And they doing it all behind the comfort of a face mask. But America would never be a place of justice unless it's ran by General Yohana and the rest of the generals, along with the priests and prophets of the ISUPK. That's the only way. That's the only way, because we haven't seen what the so-called white man is capable of. Not only him, the white woman, plus little white boy and girl. Like, we haven't seen what the so-called white man has done to this earth. We haven't heard countless lies that have been came out of white woman's mouth. We haven't seen what these little Columbine kids do. So it is nothing good that it comes from Esau lineage. Nothing. Like I just said, I want to say it, John 8 and I think John 8 and 40, John 8 and 48, you is of your father. I might be quoting that wrong, man. Let me look this up real quick. I think it's John 8 and 44. Yes, John 8 and 44. You are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye would do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is the so-called white man. This is the spirit of the so-called white man, along with his wife, along with his kids. Like they have not. It's it ain't really no laws that help God's chosen people. It's not. I mean, a person have to be really like not have no type of remorse to see what's going on, to see how the makeup of America has become. And that's sad on so many levels. I mean, it really is. I mean, on all four corners of America, where you have oppression running rampant, you still have unaliving going on. You still have the so-called white man that has so much pride that I mean, it's, you have to turn back and serve God now in these days and times. You have to. You're just not going to make it. There's no way that you think that you're going to make it. I don't care how long you've been at a bike club. I don't care how long you've been Eastern Star. I don't care how long you've been a Mason. No. If you're not serving the Most High, you might as well go and prepare for his wrath. I don't see where Christianity is all about money. So you're not gonna get nothing good out of Christianity. Never have. Nothing never came good out of Christianity. Serving these other gods, you're not gonna get nothing out of that. But if you've been paying attention to what's going on, depending on your age, depending on uh if you've been getting some good, real sound doctrine. But here in the ISUPK, this truth has been going out since '69. So people starting to hear this truth. A lot of people starting to wake up. A lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters are starting to wake up. So now they are starting to see what this truth is and how this truth is being presented, and starting to take this truth for face value. There's no lie of this truth. It never was and it never will be. We coming up on some days to where you're gonna have to turn and take your spirit out of America. You have to take your spirit out of America and stop doing the things that is of America and start doing the things that the Most High said. Because you is not going to get no help from nobody else. It is not nobody that is on the face of this earth that has the type of power that the Most High has. It is not. And you're going to have to, it got to be now or never. It is going to have to be now or never. It is going to have to be now or never. It is going to have to be now or never. You're going to have to come back and you're going to have to serve the Most High. You can't do this by yourself. World War III is right around the corner. World War III is right around the corner. You're going to have to, especially if you're a God chosen people, you're not in this truth, you're going to have to stop thinking and stop listening to the people that you are doing a 9 to 5 with. Stop thinking that America is a superpower, that America can't be destroyed, that America is going to keep going on and on and on when it's not. You look, but for the most part, I get it because you're not being taught the truth in Christianity. You can give them a little song and dance, little concert, little fashion show. So you're not really getting the truth. Not like how it's being presented in the ISUBK and the Commander General Honor. You're not getting that. You getting how to keep giving this money. Come back and see us Sunday. That's what it all boils down to. But as far as really telling you what is really going on across this earth, really telling you how to serve the Most High, really telling you about the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, how to celebrate these high holy days, you're not going to get that nowhere but in the ISUBK and the Commander General Honor. America will have you stacking sin on top of sin on top of sin. America will have you doing what is pleasable to your flesh. And just brush it off like, yo, come Sunday, just go to church, ask for forgiveness, and come right back out. They don't make, so like they don't make going to church like something that you need. Like this is a must. They don't teach you nothing in Christianity. But how to run up and down the aisle, how to roll on the floor. You getting dunked in water that is stagnated and has everybody and their mama that has been in this water. So you're not really learning nothing in Christianity. You're not. But I'm gonna touch on some things that I'm gonna show you how America is not a place of justice. America is not a place of justice. America is so polluted. It has been ever since America was taken from the Native American Indians. It was never the same. It was never the same. The white man sat down and did all the peace treaties, went about his way. Think it was like the next day, just start unaliving. Just start unaliving for no reason. Like, the so-called white man can't help but to unalive. That's all he know. Set aside from that, just about all he know. That's all he want to do. That's all what he want to do. He don't want to do nothing else. I mean, that supersedes that. That supersedes the unalive. Yeah, he about getting money. He about taking slash stealing, um, invading other countries, seeing what he can steal. And it's just crazy how the makeup of what America has become. What America has become. America has uh what I want to say, like a filthy melting pot. That's what America has become. There's no way that you could think that America is a place of justice when it's not. The makeup of America is so foul, so cruel. Like I don't know how I I don't know how these other nations could even live with themselves, but when you done took, when you done unalive, when you done did everything possibly that you could do to people that is still thriving, still going. Like that just baffles me at times. But when you start serving the Most High and learning the thing that is of the Most High, then you'll know who the Most High is really with. And just like how we was in Egypt, like as today, Israelites, we do multiply, even being up on the oppression. Even being up on the oppression, but the Most High knows that though. He knows that. But is America a place of justice? And when you go to Job 9:24, it's right here. It's like, uh, ask that question and then read this. That'll be like almost dropping the mic. But that'd be something though, you know what I'm saying? You can ask somebody, is America a place of justice? I can imagine the answers. I can imagine the answers. But when you look at Job chapter 9, verse 24, it say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So set aside from the earth being given into the hands of the wicked. So we know that the wicked is running America as well. So if you know that America is running, I mean, Salaki, if you know that the wicked is running America, there's no way that America is a place of justice. I mean, ain't no telling what's going on, like things that we don't know, things that we don't see. Because the things that we do see, some people still have an excuse, like, and won't recognize the picture for what it is. Like the so-called white man is the worst. He is the worst of the worst. He is the worst of the worst. Like, whoa. But America could not be a place of justice if the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Because if the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, then you know that America is inside this earth. And it's not a place, and it's not a place of justice. It is not. America has then became corrupt. America has, oh man. I mean, you have a lot of heathen nations that think that America is the most wonderful place to live. When you really know the history behind so-called white man and what he has done to the Native American Indians. Mm. They say the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Set aside from the Most High being a judge, Christ is a judge. And I want to say Michelangelo painted that picture of Caesar Borgia, try to portray it and make it look like what Yahweh shot, who the world alone is Christ. But this is my oh man. I just lost my little train of thought, but I was about to ask a question. Um, but with America not being a place of justice, let me go some more. When you look at uh Psalms, Psalm chapter 7 and verse 11, it said, God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. Yeah, because when you look at the so-called white man, he wants you to almost like look at him like as if he's a god. Like his pride has made him go beyond thinking, go way beyond thinking. But everything that all these nations have done, they are going to have to answer. For everybody that has to try to make uh, America out to be so great. I mean, he even when it comes down to even how America was built. This place was built during. Let me get that. I want to go to Habakkuk. But when you really find out how America was built and what it was built on, I mean, there's a lot of things you have to take into perspective. Like, there's no way that you can sit and say that America is a place of justice. America has never been. At one point in time when the Native American Indians was on this land, it was a place of justice. Because we knew how to live accordingly. We were out here living like some animals. Habakkuk, verse 2 and Habakkuk, verse 2 and 12. Woe to him, and the word woe means destruction. The word woe means death. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. All of America was built on the bones of Native American Indian, man, woman, and child. The Most High say, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. And there was a lot of towns that were built up off of blood. Like I said, just as well as the so-called white man being wicked, his wife is wicked. The kids are wicked. And establish a city by iniquity. He established a city by sinning. Everywhere you look, especially like what America has become now, man, this place is nothing. But slowly but surely, this place is going to nothing. It's America is not what it used to be, and it never will be. It never will be. Pray for that sky to crack. Like, and it's only going to get worse until this sky cracks. All right, we'll go to Nahum. See what Nahum has to say. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. It say, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Man, the so-called white man, ever since he stepped foot on this land, he is still here. Still unalive. Still doing what he want to do. Still doing what he want to do. And then got the nerve. Donald Trump got the nerve to say, make America great again. That's why so many white people voted for Donald Trump, because through Donald Trump, they can live out loud with racism. They can live out loud with saying the N-word. like it's nothing. Payback. Mm. Uh, it has been so much bloodshed throughout America. Like I said, from day one, took America by force, took America by blood. So-called white man has he basically knew what he wanted to do when he did that. You know, I'm gonna make all of America mine, and then went a little further. You start stepping out to other continents. You start going to other countries, overtaking them. And you took them by force. America could never be the place of justice because of the crimes that was committed against God's chosen people. And have once, it has not been a white man or a white woman that have held themselves accountable. But there's a righteous judge that sits in heaven, a righteous judge. And the white man think that it's no wrong with what he do. White supremacy think that just because they are in a position where they are now, like there's no need to apologize. There's no need to hold yourself accountable. Because y'all are the superpower for now, but all that's about to come to an end. All of that is about to come to the end. Even when the Most High said in Isaiah 48 and 22, when he said that there's no peace with the wicked. And it's can't, can't. There's no peace with the wicked. I'm talking about no matter whatever the situation, however, you could never see peace with the so-called white man and his nation. I mean, even from birth, they lied. Even from birth, they have lied. They can never make America what it used to be. Like I said, the only people that can make America what it used to be are God's chosen people. And that's the only way. If you see how the earth is being run now, you see how America is being run. Mm. Even when you look at even for all the violence, and I'm gonna jump into that to show you that how America was never a place of justice. I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 10. And look at verse 8. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. Man, so-called white man has to unalive so much that when you go back and do the research, you will be like, this is the beast of the field. This is that beast that this is the beast of the field. I never really knew about the so-called white man until I came into the truth. I couldn't. I didn't have that spirit on me. I didn't have that spirit on me. I mean, I didn't have that spirit on me to see a lot of things when I was out in this world. But when you come in here and get this righteous spirit, get the spirit of the Lord on you, and you'll see things. You'll be like, wow. Like it will make you. It make you sit and wonder. But America has never been a place of justice, and it never will be until these people, until so-called white man has been dealt with by the Most High. I want to show you how, and I just read in Psalm chapter 10 and verse 8 how he sitteth and lurking, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in secret places doeth he murder the innocent. Yes, he does. Even when you go to Jeremiah 22, Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 17. But thy eyes and thy heart are not but for the covenant, and for to shed innocent blood, and for oppression, and for violence to do it. You would never hear this in Christianity. Christianity have you thinking that America is the best place that is going right now. When I'm giving out these precepts showing how uh, thy eyes and thy heart are not but for thy covenant and for to shed innocent blood. So it's no way that a person can sit and fix their mouth and say America is a place of justice. When America has the most penitentiaries on the face of this earth. I think America has the most inmates incarcerated. So there's no way that you could say that this place is a place of justice. You have homeless people all over the place. And Trump got the nerve to say, make America great again. He just don't want to, he can't accept it for what it is. America is coming to ruins. America will never be what it was. It can never be. Um, Give you a little bit more for the songs. Psalms 58. Okay, Psalms 58 and 2. It says, yea, and heart. Ye work, ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. If this don't describe the so-called white man, this don't describe nobody. Throughout this whole earth, everywhere that he has went, he has caused mayhem and destruction. Death has followed him. It has. For this is the reward. You shall, I mean, it's no way that nobody feels like, I don't think nobody that on the face of the earth can think that a person is going to go, like you can do what you want to do and not get punished. Like nah, you can't. Um, I'm trying to find this precept. The reward of your hands. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it. Isaiah chapter 3 and Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11. It say, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Even if you read this, even if I think some white people wouldn't even believe this. I think some white people wouldn't even believe this. They'll try to dance around this and try to say, but that's like going for like it, it literally don't say white people this and that, but then you would have to break this down. You would have to generally break this down. You might even have to break it down and show some pictures. Show some pictures. Like you have some white people that will not want to accept the fact that their counterpart are out here unaliving people. Like that would just be too much for them. But once again, you have to look at America as a whole. You have to look at America as a whole. I don't see how you have people out here saying that the ISUPK and the Commander General Hunter is a hate group. And not once since I knew about the KKK, I never heard not one of their members being arrested. Not one. But let them tell it, they are the most well-loved people that is on the face of this earth. Um, Let me touch on some more. Let me touch on some more. Even from the beginning, like when they first stepped foot, even in their minds, even if they didn't speak it, they had a plan and they carried that plan out. But can you imagine what that night was like before they did all that unaliving? They probably was talking about how they were going to do this and how they were going to do that. But the so-called white man in these other nations, like white supremacy, they have and still do devise our hurt. And when I say our hurt, I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American man, woman, and child. I'm talking about God's chosen people. Because this right here is a live Bible, living Bible. And all these words are true. Like when you look at Psalms chapter 41. Let me see. Salah. Psalms chapter 41 and verse 7. It say, all that hate me whisper together against me. Against me do they devise my hurt. This has been since the so-called white man has stepped foot on American soil. From the time that he signed the 370, I want to say 371 peace treaties. From the time he signed the peace treaty till he woke up and started unaliving Native American Indians, he has not stopped yet. Somewhere along the line, for all the atrocities, all the unaliving he has done, like that should have made the so-called white man and just come to a conclusion. But when that is your nature, you're not going to step outside of your nature and stop what you were doing just so you don't have to. Nah, nah. Nah. But violence has been ran rampant throughout America and abroad. I mean, has been rampant. That's why when you look at so-called white man in his nation, like it's just crazy how they walk around thinking that they have not, you know, whether they committed crimes or not, they have benefited off of their forefathers for the crimes that they have committed. That's why it's a such thing as white privileges. That's why it's a such thing as uh, can go and little young Columbine to go shoot a whole school up, and then somebody say, he probably was having a bad day. And it's crazy how that can be said. Even when it comes down to ICE and our Issachar right brothers and sisters, it's no way that for the things that they going through that they don't have help. Like they do have help. They just gotta come back and serve the Most High. They have to come back and serve the Most High. Because right now, man, them ICE agents is running rampant. I mean, they are running like a bad disease. Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm a man, ICE is in the Bible. ICE is in here. When you go to like the Lamentations, Lamentations chapter Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. It said, ask for no, it's a lot. Lamentations chapter 4 and 18. It say they hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Man, them ICE agents is pathetic. They are pathetic. It's just man. It's crazy what they do. It's crazy how what America has became. It is crazy what America has been become for real. And that's why you have to. You have to. I know I might look a little crazy. I know things is going on, and some people really don't understand it. But you really got to come back and serve the Most High. This is where your helps come from. Because you sitting around and a lot of people are by themselves. That's nah. For the Most High, even though the Most High is going to get justice for America. He's going to get justice wherever the white man went and did and set up and did what he did. The Most High is going to get justice. And when that day comes, it is going to be glorious. It is going to be a glorious day. It will be. But I have a precept because even though America thinks that it is a place of justice, that it's not, man, evil is going to come upon you. And one thing about Christianity will not educate you for nothing. Okay, when you look at Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 3, it said Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, saith the Lord. So ain't no good getting ready to come to the white man and his nation, along with the other nations. Because set aside from Israelites, all these other nations took part in taking us into captivity, took part in us being slaves. And but the Most High is going to do away with America. The Most High is going to do away with America. It is just a matter of time. But when he do, but I'm gonna show you how the Most High is going to do away with America. Or Amos. Salaki is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. The Most High said, Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom. Hold up. Is upon the sinful kingdom. That's America. That would be America. This would be America, the great Babylon. Behold, the eyes of the Lord. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. But you know when how the Most High said that He will have mercy on Jacob and will still yet choose Israel. But I have some more for you though. Not only is that kingdom, so-called white man, his kingdom is coming to ruins, even down to his kids. You look at Isaiah 14 and 21. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. And it reads, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for the sin of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And this is the Most High. Hey, the Most High is not playing. The Most High is not playing with these other nations. The Most High never forgot what y'all did, especially to his chosen people. Especially to his chosen people. So, that being said, they have their day. I'm gonna give you a couple more. You go to Obadiah, and this is doing away with America. So America has got to go. America has got to burn. Like for real, America has to burn. Yeah. America is sick. It is very sick. It's a sick place to, look our white man is corrupt. It's like he got a dark cloud over his head. Everywhere he go, man, death is with him. Robbery is with him. Manipulation is with him. Telling lies is with him. This is Obadiah 1 and 15. They say, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. The Most High is not playing. Go down to verse 18. It said, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stable. And they shall look slack, and they shall kindle a fire therein, and devour them, and there shall be slack, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Most High gonna make sure that Esau, so-called white man, and his whole nation be destroyed, be done away with. Shall be destroyed and done away with. For the Most High is not playing with these other nations. He is not playing with these other nations. So America could never be. It was at one point in time when our North American Indian brothers and sisters was here, when they were dwelling with each other, amongst each other. I mean, being in the truth, man, you really can see people for who they are. You really can see them for who they are. So, with that being said, most I just gonna have to deal with them. Most Saints going to have to deal with that. Hey, give a shout out. Thanks for tuning into the class. You know, it's a powerful class coming tomorrow. Scripture breakdown. The Lord's 57th annual Passover is coming up, 2026, April 4th, out in Houston, Texas. Hey, if y'all can make it, man, come out, man. Come and serve the Lord, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Come and serve the Most High. But with that being said, man, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to my brothers, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakathon. To my sisters, Yahweh Shemar, Alathon, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Claster Smith. Hey, stay up, Israel. Stay up. Shalom.